After a hectic day at work, we were shifted to a hotel which was there on a beach. And while going into the hotel, the receptionist said, "You look tired. Why don't you have a stroll on the beach? Get down on the beach and refresh yourself. But stop. Remove your shoes and then go down to the beach." Okay, we removed our shoes. And we moved down to the beach. In the initial stage, the sand appeared to be very warm. But as slowly we moved down to the water, it turned out to be refreshing. Earlier we thought that why we have been told to go down to the beach. Then we started strolling, but the freshness started increasing over a period of time. As the freshness started increasing, we felt that yes, it is very good. So in this way, we started strolling, and the sun was setting on one side, and we went walking throughout. Till 20 minutes we walked, and the sun set. Then we thought that we should come back. And when we came back, the receptionist, with a very good smile, said, "You now look very much refreshed." That remained in our mind for a long time. The next day, it was the same story. But now, before she told us to remove the shoes, we removed the shoes, went for a stroll on the beach, and then came back refreshed. Whatever tiredness was there throughout the day's work, it had totally gone just by removing the shoes and walking on the beach. That thing lingered throughout as to why just being barefoot on the beach makes you so refreshing, and whatever your energy which you have depleted throughout the day is getting back and you are refreshed. Both the nights over there, we had a very good night's sleep, and that was really fantastic. Earlier, we are always with the shoes and we never be barefoot. Next time, we went on to a shrine. Over there, we have a pradakshina around the main shrine. So over there also, you remove your shoes, have the pradakshina. Over there also, we felt that yes, after going down to a shrine, the same effect was there which was there on the beach. So every time when we move down to the shrine, we get that energy which is coming down from the Mother Earth. So we went down to another place wherein the image of Buddha was there. The image of Buddha was with Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. Now this Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, the legend goes that whenever you touch the ground, at that particular time, it is said that when Buddha got enlightenment, during enlightenment, the witness was the earth. But something was lingering in our mind that we went along the beach, we found it refreshing. We did rounds around the shrine, we felt refreshing. So maybe Buddha was telling us that if you really want to do away with suffering, the best place is to go barefoot and touch the Mother Earth. So from that point of view also, we thought that when for so many years, the person who's working for suffering is telling you that you touch the ground, that means it may be having some meaning. That led us to how our human body works. We are electrical beings. The brain doesn't work without electricity. And in the first year of medical college, there is a subject called physiology, in which the total electrical system of our cells, the body, and everything is very nicely explained. That led us to do more research as to how you can get on. So the way we have a mobile phone, the moment it gets discharged, we put it to the charger and get it charged. So on similar lines, we thought that when we are totally discharged after doing work, when we ground ourselves or when we touch the Mother Earth, at that time we get the recharge done. So a human body can be recharged by just plugging ourselves, putting our feet onto the Mother Earth. So from that particular point of view, we thought that we can go a little bit more into this particular system. So we thought that why not go in depth? So one day when we are just strolling, one of my old friend, who was an electrical engineer, he said, "Hey, what's up?" I was a bit confused because what's up, I have heard it after a long time since what's came into picture on the mobile phone. So he said, "What's going on?" I said, "I'm doing earthing." "What? You are doing earthing? How can you do earthing?" Earthing is for electrical systems. You have studied in the first year that earthing is there for the electrical system. So you have in the 3 plugs also, you have at home, you have an earthing point which is connected to the ground. Railways work on earthing. If earthing is not there, railways cannot run, and so on. So from that point of view, we connected earthing to whatever our electrical systems are there. Then I went in deeper and asked him, what happens if something goes wrong? He said, in the electrical system, if at all there is overcurrent or over voltage, this excess voltage is taken back to the ground and nobody feels a shock. I said, we are not connected to the earth. We are electrical beings and we never connect to our earth, whereas our total electrical systems don't work properly if earthing is not there. That gave us an input that, okay, earthing for human beings is one of the most important factors. So when we went on in deeper, so we got on to one aspect that the moment we touch our feet to the earth, it is at 0 volt. But if we wear shoes, which normally we wear, and we are obsessed by it, the voltage increases by 200 volts per meter. So maybe at head level, it goes to 350 volts. And if we are barefoot, automatically the umbrella effect comes into picture and the voltage goes higher and we are protected. So just like our electrical system, our voltage in the body is protected and our systems in our body work normally. So from that point of view, we did further experiments. Who is the culprit? The culprit is the shoe. So what is the culprit doing? Whether it is conductive or not. So one of our friends started working on that. And we started checking shoes. So maybe a shoe, it's non-conductive, highly insulative. Similarly, sandal, highly non-conductive. And sleepers, most probably insulative. So if that is the picture which we are on daily basis, we are wearing that, then automatically we are totally obsessed by our footwork which is there or footwear which is there. So from that point of view, it has become a habit. So when you go down to your home, what do? You remove your shoes, put on sleepers and be with sleepers. Hardly we touch the Mother Earth. So from that point of view, we said that how we can bring it to the habit of being barefoot. So we tried to inculcate the habit of getting into a barefoot mode. But as you know, habits which are formed are very difficult to break. So once a habit is formed of wearing shoes, it's very, very difficult for us to break that particular habit. So what we have to do is, we have to get down to the open. Now, if you want to form a new habit, it is very necessary to make it attractive. So if you see some pictures wherein earthing is necessary, you show some pictures, earthing is there, it is necessary for us. So maybe you can go down to an open space and carry out whatever the exercises are there. Nowadays, yoga is getting more and more popular. So from that angle, but the paradox is that you do yoga on a mat. You never do yoga in the open space. So at one place when we had been, we found a nice lawn, and then I started doing yoga on that. Normally, in one stretch on the mat, if I'm doing about 10 push-ups or 12 push-ups, that day 20 push-ups also felt as if I have done nothing. It was all clear. So that was the benefit which was there. Similarly, what we have is the infinity walk. Infinity walk, most of you may be knowing that when you move around in the figure of 8, your concentration increases. So most of the time in your house also, you can put 2 chairs on one side and can just move in the figure of 8. Especially for children, this is highly beneficial because their concentration level increases to a very great extent. So now, if I have to do it in open, and if it's directly touching the earth, then automatically infinite walk gives double the experience. So from that point of view, we decided that yes, we can have infinity walk at that particular place. Just 2 chairs you place in and just go on walking the way you would like to get on. So from that angle, infinity walk came into picture, and some of the people saw me doing it, and automatically it was found that they also joined in, and they also felt that this is really very good. Another thing is that we need to make our space very attractive. Earthing spots, so rarely you'll be finding in societies. Everywhere you'll be finding concrete, everywhere tiles, everywhere granite, and so on. We hardly touch the Mother Earth. So if you make places like this, wherein you have a nice place, you can sit in over there, or you have lawns where you can walk from one end to the other end, and in this way, over a period of time, you realize that the energy which you are getting from Mother Earth, which is in abundance, which is free, you can get it just by touching your feet to the Mother Earth. Now how do you make it easy? You can make this very easy by having a dialogue with the concerned persons of your society, having places where this earthing pit normally is there for the electrical system. Similarly, earthing place should be there for our whole system. Once that is there, automatically you'll be finding with a poster where you are depleted your energy and you can regain your energy just by being on the spot. You can get the energy for 20 minutes if you stay on that particular spot or walk in that particular earthing zone. You get recharged just as the way our phone battery gets recharged within 1 hour. So from that point of view, you can have this earthing arrangement done. Another way is, you saw that infinity walk. Exercise you can combine in infinity walk by having some 20 balls placed at one side of the infinite part. Then you go in over there, pick up one ball, take one loop, and put it on the other side. In this way, if you go from one end to the other end, you'll be taking all the balls to the other end. It becomes an exercise also, and it also goes with the time, that's 20 minutes. So from that point of view, 20 minutes of earthing turns out to be automatic, and you can work very easily with that. Another thing is just to make it attractive and have a place where it becomes more of attraction or more of easiness. You can have a sand clock. You start the sand clock, go on moving on the ground till the sand completely goes down. Once that sand has gone down, you are totally recharged and you get on. Next, we have the paradox. Most of the time, on airports or in AC halls or AC rooms or everywhere AC is there, we have smoking rooms. On the cigarette packet, it is mentioned that this is injurious to health. But we do not have any earthing place, neither at the airports nor at the air-conditioned halls. So if you provide an open space where you can directly earth yourself, automatically you will be getting recharged. We talk about jet lag, and most of the people directly after the flight, especially a long flight, moving, maybe if you measure the voltage, it's 10 kilometers up in the sky. You can see how much voltage is increasing. The moment you come down, that jet lag takes about 1 or 2 days to go off. But if you just touch Mother Earth, for about 20 minutes, your jet lag goes off easily and you are as fresh as needed for the further work. But nowhere this type of provision has been made. Similarly, everywhere is concrete. Our roads are concrete, footpaths are concrete or paved, but no earth. We have cycle tracks, all of them paved. Some places in the shrines are there, but it's all paved. Some gardens are there, but they are rarely used. So, earthing, though it is necessary, hardly 1 centimeter distance is required from your shoes to your legs. But that is also not there, not provided. So, how do you make it more satisfying? That earthing reduces inflammation, the number one disease which is there. So, if you earth yourself, inflammation goes off automatically. There are no pains. If you have some pain, do earthing for 20 minutes, your pain goes off. If you have cramps, the pain goes off. If you have arthritis, for 20 minutes or plus, if you walk on a lawn or a nice place, the whole thing goes off. And maybe as you might have seen in my first part, the most important benefit or the primary benefit is the performance in bed. I mean to say sleep. Thank you.